Thursday, Thursday, Thursday.
We have.
Thursday.
Hey, we got a Detroit auto show.
Oh, we don't go. Big C gets to go.
Big C gets to
and
go.
hang out with the cars and hang out with the cars and hang out with the car models and be, you know, C.
Here's the thing. We have the Detroit auto show, and Kevin's upset that he doesn't get to go. But the thing is, this is what's gonna happen if Kevin goes away to Detroit or to Santa Monica. He's gonna come back and be like, I'm sick. The fans were touching me. So the Detroit Auto Show, Thursday show's coming up. 120 horsepower Corvette.
That's a lot of ponies. Also, Chris Gore visits the other film festival going on in Park City, Utah right now. It's Slam Dance. He's going to give us an exclusive look at the indie horror flicks Monster Slayer and Paranormal Activity. And then, in Web Tools, we show off the new YouTube for gamers. It's called Play You, which is also a cross sort of between like MySpace and like a game loft. You'll see, it makes sense. It's awesome.
Right now, it's time to storm the beaches and pull out the top 5 web items of the day.
No spearing today. No, believe it. We're going around the net. All right, coming in at number 5 today is an example of natural selection, you know, where humans with favorable traits like, I don't know, intelligence, they survive. Those with unfavorable traits like
Why'd you point at me?
idiocy, they quickly die off. You're a very intelligent woman.
Oh,
I'm saying C, setting you up for that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, let's be honest here. Don't laugh. Just owning a four-wheeler probably knocks you down a few pegs on the evolutionary chart, but attempting a stunt like this puts you at rock bottom.
No, you're not. No turning back. Come on. Come on. Push that.
You know, he's sitting there going like, yes, there is. Just get off.
Yeah, trying to push him and just...
Off he goes. And that's why Darwin and his chimp mistress are smiling down on us right now. You know, they're happy.
At number 4 today is quite possibly the best reason for a swift end to the writer's strike. It is Fox's new reality game show, Moment of Truth.
I'm clapping for Moment of Truth. I love this.
I haven't seen it. You watched it. Everyone's talking about it.
It's like 45 minutes too long, but it's still brilliant television.
But in the 45 minutes, it's still really good stuff.
You have to watch. You have to watch. Because it's basically it's the lowest of the low of people just selling their souls on TV for a shot at $10,000.
Oh, $10,000?
Yeah. No, you can get up to $500.
After taxes, then you get $5,000, right?
It's something like that.
Wow.
But it's hosted by Mark L. Wahlberg. He's the upstanding gentleman who brought us Temptation Island and Antiques Roadshow. Love it. Yeah. But this new show actually takes contestants, hooks them up to a lie detector, and then asks them invasive personal questions. And if they answer truthfully, they'll get money. If they don't, well, then they walk home with nothing, except shame.
And I have to say, apparently it makes for lots of glorious awkwardness.
Question 12. Do you think you've delayed having children because you're not sure if Katya will be your lifelong partner?
The answer is yes.
That answer is true.
That's 12 truthful answers.
Yeah. Smile now, sucker, because it's red tube for you for like another year.
That is automatic season pass.
Isn't that great?
That is the best thing I've ever seen in my whole entire
and that's
life.
like, I love the show. So in honor of it, I thought, let's get out a polygraph machine and hook you up. Yeah. And let's ask some questions. And we actually got a machine, so we're good to go.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. So here, just take.
No, wait. We talk about before we do stuff like that.
Yeah, usually we do. Today, I thought I would surprise you, and so go ahead and take those off, and then you need to put them on your temples.
Okay, one thing though, no personal questions.
No personal questions.
No,
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm not going to do this.
I wouldn't do that.
No personal questions.
No personal questions. Okay. All right. I broke one of them, but that's okay. Here we go. Oh, that's not for your wrist. Let me just get that right there. Okay. And
does it hurt or anything?
No. It'll be fine. It's just going to let us know. All right. This one came off, so we'll just put the little sticky thing there. Okay. Now, throughout the rest of the Around the Net, I'm going to ask you some questions, obviously, and we're going to see if you're answering them truthfully. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's get it fired up. You guys ready for this?
Do I have a choice on this?
No. Let's start. First we have to do a test to establish the base. So, do you host a television show? There's your question.
Oh, yes.
Your answer is true.
Okay. Nice and easy.
That's awesome.
Okay, good. Good. Fantastic. Now let's get to the meat. Olivia, do you consider me, Kevin Pereira, to be a friend?
Yeah, what's the big deal? What does that mean? I said yes. Yes.
Your answer is false.
Interesting.
Wait, no,
Interesting.
But by friend, I probably meant like co-host or something.
Well, and at number 3 today.
Take these off?
No. Maybe the best visual effects we've ever seen, and it was for a movie marketing campaign.
I really do like you.
Just.
Okay, for the release of the Water Horse Legend of the Deep, the Japanese media went crazy for a screen lighting effect and water spouts that were used to create what they called a 15-meter-long hologram of Nessie. Although technically it's not a hologram, but they call it one, and it's pretty damn cool. I like you.
ネス湖に消えたと言われるあのネッシーがなぜか東京湾に出現。お台場の海で暴れるこのネッシー、実はこちらウォータースクリーンというもので、特殊機器によって水を扇状に吹き上げスクリーンを作り出し、立体的な動画を映し出す新技術なんです。
That's pretty sweet. The Water Horse movie opened here in the U.S. on Christmas. It's still in theaters, but just be aware it's actually a family movie by the director of My Dog Skip.
Oh.
So yeah, the horse won't be eating limbs off fishermen anytime soon.
No.
But yeah, go see it anyways.
All right. Now our number 2 video of the day is the reason why, by and large, music sucks today.
Yeah. See, in the past couple of years, we've seen some impressive lip syncing incidents, right? I mean, we had Ashley Simpson, of course, the car accident that is Britney Spears.
Yes.
But this next video might be the best yet because it has an extra layer of public humiliation added to it. True professional. I like that about him, no?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, but so for as bad as it was, you have to give, the wannabe hipster some credit for going on with the song and, not breaking into some kind of hoedown square dance. So
I agree.
Congrats.
Question, Olivia, if you had 2 double cheeseburgers in your hands and you passed by a starving child, would you give the child one of the sandwiches?
Have I eaten recently?
It's a yes or no question, Olivia.
Yes, yes, I would.
Your answer is false.
Wow.
What? No, you know me.
That is shameful.
No,
That's very
This thing
shameful.
is not even, is it rigged up?
Finally, coming in at number 1 today is a video that shows that music really is the universal
I care
language.
about homeless.
More specifically, I never said they were homeless. I said they were hungry.
Oh.
Okay? They don't go hand in hand.
I confused your question.
Deep Purple's classic song, Smoke on the Water, by the way, that is the universal language, in case you didn't know.
Yes, now the groundbreaking 1972 classic rock song truly knows no boundaries, as evidenced by this clip of a traditional Chinese orchestra interpreting and covering the epic song about a Swiss casino fire. And yes, that is what the song is about.
closest China can get to a protest song about the Three Gorges Dam? No, you know what I'm talking about? The largest hydroelectric dam in the world?
No.
Displaced like 1.3 million people, you know, may destroy the Yangtze River's biodiversity and weaken Shanghai's silt deposits enough to sink the city. Anyone on that one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, someone reads a wiki.
That's the writer. That's why he's clapping. No one knows that, Kevin.
Olivia,
Okay, can you
given that your web of deceit and lies is so enormous and overwhelming, can you believe yourself anymore?
You seriously want me to answer this? Yes.
What? Oh!
Ah!
Oh no!
Answer is true.
That's sad, is what that is.
What?
That's
I
sad.
won!
You're
I won!
You're living like a self-delusional lie.
Yeah. But I won! Yeah. This stuff hurts.
Yeah, give me. Oh.
Ow!
Come on, let me do the other side. Come on.
Okay,
look at it stretch.
Wait, we should get a single of it, though, because it hurts.
Oh, yeah. It's going to keep you looking young.
That's somebody who knows TV. I'm like, put me.
Wait,
You're going to hurt me?
Hold on, this is going to hurt. Get a shot.
Oh, my God.
That was good.
Oh, man.
Wonder where else these can go.
Oh, look how...
To get your daily viral fix, make sure you head on over to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. What can they do there, Olivia? Sign up for the Around the Net podcast. That's right. It'll make your life worth living again.
Jeez, that's hair.
Oh, that's not cool.
And makeup.
Weird. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Joel Gordine and the feed headlines.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, his name is Bond, James Bond. His new film finally has a title. Plus, you'll be seeing a lot more images from the show Lost in your Marvel comic books throughout the next month. And scientists may have found Bigfoot. Again, you'll never believe where he's been hiding all this time. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes, but first, back to you guys.
I'm just saying it's stuck. Here, let me if I just get around. Hold on.
So inappropriate.
What? Oh, they're actually pretty easy to get off.
Stupid stunts. Now all week we've had reports from the Sundance Film Festival, and later in the show we're actually going to check in with what's going on at the other festival there. It's called what?
Yeah, no, it's a hair doll. Unlike Slamdance, though, a common complaint about Sundance is that it's become totally co-opted by the mainstream movie studios.
Yeah, that's why we hired a new movie correspondent, Victor Shockley, to uncover the true indie films at this year's festival. Check him out.
Sundance, the cradle of independent film. I'm Victor Shockley, and smell of celluloid is in the air. Unfortunately, by the time I got here, most of the festival screenings were sold out, but being the well-connected film critic that I am, I managed to snag a few tickets into some unheard-of indie gems, playing at the historic Lowe's Cineplex 16. Once in a great while, I come across a transcendent indie as resonant as The English Patient or Shakespeare in Love. Alvin and the Chipmunks is such a film. This is a gritty, unflinching look at three friends struggling to find success in the music industry and achieve the so-called American dream. There are moments of such relentless beauty here, and such nuanced acting.
Chipmunks can't talk!
It's like taking a master class in cinema. I don't know anyone who could see this film and not weep. Another Sundance triumph is an amazing little indie film called National Treasure: Book of Secrets. And the secret is, this film is a stunning artistic achievement. Veteran thespian Nick Cage plays his most understated role since Ghost Rider with a gripping performance steeped in range and subtlety. This is layered, profoundly moving cinema, and I applaud it for its historical authenticity.
I'm going to kidnap the President of the United States.
My only hope is that this tiny film can find distribution. There just aren't enough movies like this out there. And that's all for today's Sundance Report. But be sure to check back next week when I'll have more art house sleepers like Rambo, Step It Up 2, The Streets, and early Oscar contender, Mr. Bean Goes to Miami. I'm so cold right now.
Victor Shockley, ladies and gentlemen.
Let us welcome Victor Shockley to the G4 family, huh? You guys settle in and relax. The live attack of the show is coming right back, so stay tuned.
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. Big C's burning rubber at the North American International Auto Show with a brand new Hummer and GM's brand new Corvette. And horror is this year's Slam Dance Film Festival when we take a look at low-budget monster slayers, spine tinglers, and paranormal activity. Plus, we're showing you someone with a disastrous hangover and the dangers of ATVs in great moments in de-evolution. We're still currently undefeated when the attack comes back.
I'm fresh.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. And holy crap, new pictures seem to show life on Mars.
Holy crap! Here's Joel Gordine with that story, along with all the news that you need to know.
Hey Joel.
Thanks, guys. It's time to start the feed. George Lucas didn't name the new James Bond movie. It only sounds like it. At a press conference outside of historic Pinewood Studios in England, the Bond producers announced that Quantum of Solace will be the new title. The odd choice comes from a short story written by Bond creator Ian Fleming, first published in the collection of stories called For Your Eyes Only. Quantum of Solace is currently shooting with Daniel Craig, Judi Dench, Jeffrey Wright, and new Bond girls Gemma Arterton and Olga Kurilenko. Soon, you'll be able to have the full YouTube experience on a mobile phone, even if you don't have an iPhone. YouTube announced today that it is partnering up with Motorola, LG, Nokia, and Sony Ericsson to open up service to run on millions of phones capable of providing high-speed wireless internet access. The company is extending its service from a handful of phones to a broader range of devices used by 100 million consumers worldwide who rely on high-speed networking to stream videos to mobile screens. Marvel Comics continues to attract interest from companies for in-book advertising. ABC's hit show Lost is the latest advertiser to appear on billboards in Marvel's Manhattan skyline. Previously, the U.S. Army bought recruitment ads throughout many Marvel books. In the new Lost promotion, and now comics such as Uncanny X-Men, Thunderbolts, and Wolverine Origins, ship with a Lost poster and the number 6, as well as the slogan, Find Yourself, written into the stories. Lost returns to the air at the end of January for a run of 8 episodes. Buffy fans will soon be getting the Vampire Slayer cast reunion they've all dreamed about. Just won't be happening on TV. The cast of the cult television show Buffy the Vampire Slayer is reuniting for this year's William S. Paley Television Festival, which celebrates excellence in television and occurs from March 14th through the 27th. If you can't attend, don't worry. The festival will be available on DVD later this year. Forget the Oscars. Every year, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry distinguishes the top achievements in robotics. And the winner of Robot of the Year for 2007 goes to an industrial robot made of 2 arms that are driven by an advanced visual tracking system that makes real-time decisions. The robot can pick up 120 items per minute, function 24 hours a day, and it's made from a plastic that never needs to be greased. In case you're getting nervous, the company responsible for its creation is called Fanuc, not Cyberdyne. And finally, did the Mars Spirit rover find Bigfoot on Mars? Or is that Dr. Manhattan sitting on a rock and thinking? The picture seen here of the stone figure was snapped by Spirit between November 6th and 9th of last year. The stone joins other curiosities on the red planet, like the smiley face crater and, of course, the giant face that was immortalized in Mission to Mars. I look forward to the discovery of a monolith. Well, that's it for today. Don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Get all the news you need to know anytime, anywhere on your mobile phone. More info available at g4tv.com/mobile. I'm Joel Gordine, and you have just been fed.
Thanks, Joel. Now it's time for round 2 of the virtual audience.
Round 2?
Yeah.
2 virtual audiences in 1 week? That is crazy talk. All right. Let's do it. 2.
Well, Kevin, maybe if you waited for me to come back until you started your virtual audience, maybe it wouldn't be so crazy. First up, we're talking about the MPAA mistakenly accusing college students of stealing 44% of the movie industry's domestic losses. Gonna ask Chris right now, what do you make of this 44% suddenly becoming 15?
I personally think this mistake ruined the MPAA's credibility. I mean, I took a statistics course in college, and they told us the normal margin of error is maybe 1-2%, not 29. So
yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it was human error as they claim. Sounds like a little more mischievous.
So it seems like somebody must have...
yeah, margin of error, one thing. Margin of, just untruthiness, just our margin of misleading by 20-something% or whatever. That's ridiculous. But Chris, do you think, I don't know if it's a big deal anymore. Are colleges really taking notice about this? Like, what's really at stake here?
They should be if they're not. I mean, if these laws go through, they'll just be a stepping stone to, like, bigger and more restrictive laws.
That is true.
That is true. Well, do you download movies?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I still go see them, but it's like, it's just convenient to download. Maybe if it costs
like $14 and then you regret what you saw later, then you wouldn't be such a big deal.
There you go.
Maybe they just made them $5. I'd go see them.
I just think the MPAA, come on, like, it's not like they were the most credible organization in the world, but now, that's a bit of a hit. But next up, we're going to talk about the major MySpace security breach. Apparently, an automated script was used to process about 44,000 MySpace profiles and accumulate 17 gigs worth of MySpace pictures, and the collection was later released on BitTorrent. And now, Daniel, I don't know if you think this is a big deal for MySpace, but these photos were supposed to be, like, private. They were supposed to be secured. Now they're out there. So are you freaking out? Do you think the other MySpacers are? Should they be?
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, a good portion of the pictures were from users that had set their profile to private. Either they opted in if they're over 16, or if you're under 16, it automatically opts you as a private.
Right.
But not all of the pictures were from private users, but a good portion of them were.
So what do you think about that? You upload a photo to MySpace, you set it to private, you think no one's going to see it.
It's online, right?
Exactly. I mean, at this day and age, whatever you put online, I think it's pretty much understood that it's in the public domain. I mean, if somebody wants anything on the internet bad enough, they're going to get it. It's just a matter of what they're willing to do to get it. Nothing is secure really on the internet, so I think you have to take that mentality when putting stuff out on the internet.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing. I have nothing to add to that because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's smart, know that it's out there.
Well, that's true. But, some people trust the internet.
Well, you shouldn't trust anyone.
There you go.
Finally, we're talking about Last.fm's announcement yesterday that full tracks and albums have been made streamable for free through banner ad support. Now, the amazing thing is that they're backed up by the big 4 music labels as well as over 150,000 indie labels. So I'm going to ask Andrew, is that even a big deal to you?
I think it's a big deal. You can listen to so much music for free. Why wouldn't people want to do that? Also, all indie labels getting publicity, it's really hard for them to get publicity, so this is a really big deal for them.
Andrew, do you think this might change the way, I don't want to say a fundamental shift in the way music's, distributed on the internet, but if you're an unsigned artist, you can upload your song to Last.fm now and you'll get money off the ad revenue, so you don't have to beg, 5,000 MySpace fans to buy the songs. Do you think that's going to be a big part of this deal?
Huge.
It might be. I don't know. It depends on how people use the site.
Do you plan on using Last.fm, Andrew?
Actually, I just signed up today, and I haven't really gotten a chance to try it out. But I know as soon as X-Play's done, I'm going to be checking it out.
What's after X-Play? Sorry, guys.
Ninja Warrior.
They got plenty of great ratings.
Yeah, they have
Leave the TV on when you do the Last.fm.
But I have to say, I love websites now that are giving back to the artists. Like even Break.com does that. Even if they're fake videos, like you're getting money back for what you.
Yeah. Hey, if we're kicking you content, you might as well kick a couple bucks back. So it's nice they're doing it. But that's gonna wrap it up for our little virtual audience.
Now, if you guys at home were just watching the segment and thought, man, I really want to tell Kevin and Olivia what I think too, we hear it a lot. Check out our Stickcam page.
I never hear it. That's where you'll find all the details on when the next virtual audience will be and, of course, what we're talking about. Now, the audience we just saw may have been virtual, but right now we're going to look at a real... Welcome back to the show, everybody. This is very important, and I believe in this. Like they say, a life lived in fear is not a life worth living. So, it's good to take risks. Very important.
That is a noble and very true sentiment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Unless, of course, you're a dumbass. It's time for something we call de-evolution.
First up, we have an example of what happens when you mix a low IQ and an all-terrain vehicle.
Now, I don't really want to go off and say that this guy's a moron, because that's rude. He may be watching.
Okay, so then don't.
He's just a terrible driver.
Dale's going to attempt a little trick here. See how much air he can get. I want to make sure I don't get hit, so I'm backing up. Oh, Jesus. Dale. Oh, my God, Dale.
that the guy is named Dale. I mean, only Dale is capable of such downright stupidity. Hey, Dale!
All right, let's get down to it.
Or Ralph.
Let's get down to it. Oh, Ralph is good as well.
Right?
All right, let's do it. How many abandoned babies are we going to give good old Dale and his ATV skills? What do you think?
Well, you know, it was stupid, but it wasn't really his fault. It's kind of crazy off terrain. So I'm going to give him 2. I'm going to give him 2.
All right, 2 abandoned babies. I love the getaway. Nice fun. All right, since the early 80s in the Bronx, breakdancing has proven to be a dazzling and a viable art form.
That's right. Along with emceeing, DJing, and graffiti, it's one of the 4 elements of hip-hop culture.
Let's just say I don't think that KRS-One is recruiting this young man for his next project. You can see the hoodie snap back.
Let me just say, let this be a lesson to all of you viewers at home. Don't drink and break.
Please.
And if you are going to drink, always have a designated breaker to represent your crew.
You never know when you're going to get served. It could happen.
True.
And it's a sad reality that every year hundreds of suburban white kids are knocked out cold as a result of dancing while intoxicated. So please, please, just be safe out there.
Okay, this time's up to you, Kev. How many abandoned babies are we going to give this one? It's pretty awesome.
I love Dale.
Yeah?
But I love this guy more. I'm going to say 3 abandoned babies. Let's get the triplet. They won't know who their daddy is. They won't know if they survive the cold. And finally, we see what happens when you mix bravery, a bicycle, and a lack of chromosomes.
Now, this next clip embodies the entire idea of what de-evolution is all about. It is the hope that completely moronic people hurt themselves badly enough that they can no longer reproduce.
Rock, rock.
Lassie was covering up the decapitation there, but I liked it.
All I know is, from the very beginning, that was not going to end well, and I just want to know, what exactly did you think was going to happen from doing that? I mean, if he even succeeded at the stunt at all?
What about glory? Or pride? Or, you know, the adoring cheers of the fans that are watching that stunt, you know?
There was no one watching.
Touché. Regardless, I think we might have found a winner. I'm not going to go out on a limb. I'll let you do it.
Okay.
How many abandoned babies are we giving it?
Well, this one is going to get 5 abandoned babies.
Look at them all.
There's 5 on there. Can we do that? Can we do that?
The truth hurts.
That's it for this installment of De-Evolution. Now, if you think that rating our contestants with abandoned babies is sick or cruel, Kevin and I need you to just keep one thing in mind.
Yeah, those babies are chromosomally damaged, so, you know, they belong by the dumpster or the garbage chute. Just trust us.
We do not want them running around in society.
Yeah, it's just, it's public service. Now, from De-Evolution to even more madness, you can catch the world's wildest, whacked-out TV with G4's new nightly block of totally weird and totally foreign shows. It's duty-free TV.
The block features Japanese favorite Ninja Warrior Plus shows unseen here in the States, Super Big Product Fun Show, and Unbeatable Banzuke.
Yeah, Super Big Product Fun Show takes a bizarre look at infomercials with demos designed to punish and humiliate its human guinea pigs. And Unbeatable Banzuke's extreme physical challenges leave competitors wishing they'd never been born or been abandoned by the car.
Don't miss Duty Free TV. It is G4's all-new nightly block starting February 4th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, only on G4. Make sure to check out g4tv.com/dutyfree for info and updates. You guys, chew on that. We'll be right back.
From the Hummer.
Sick. But Slam Dance is apparently where it's at.
It's the cure-all, really. The Slam Dance Festival is much closer to what the original idea of Sundance was, a place to really showcase independent filmmaking.
Now, Chris Gore managed to file this report in between all the partying and screenings at Slam Dance.
I'm at Slam Dance headquarters, Park City's alternative film festival, where budgets are capped at under $1 million. This is the real indie film scene. Forget Sundance, this is underground filmmaking at its best. Topping my list of documentaries at Slamdance this year is Spine Tingler.
This is William Castle, master of suspense.
It's a movie about the greatest showman of all time, a horror movie director named William Castle, making pictures in the 1950s, like The Tingler, House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts. Every movie he made came with a crazy gimmick. He installed little electric seat buzzers under the seats for the Tingler that would give the audience a shock. He had skeletons that would come down and fly over the audience. Because if you heard about a movie where a skeleton was going to come out and fly over your head, you'd want to go see that movie, right? It doesn't matter if the movie's any good or not.
Welcome to Homicidal.
If you could talk to the animals, you might belong to the Rosaire family from Circus Rosaire, a documentary about real-life carnies.
My film takes a behind-the-scenes look inside a famous ninth-generation circus family of animal trainers struggling to survive in a business that's rapidly disappearing.
I have to go wash up and change clothes because I'm actually allergic to cats.
Monster movies are making a big comeback this year, and riding the wave at Slamdance is Jack Brooks' Monster Slayer.
It's about an angry plumber who slays monsters.
I'm gonna get out of here, Evil Kid, just don't worry.
When he was a kid, his family was massacred by a monster. We meet him later in life, and he's sort of all screwed up by it.
Tell me about the monsters in the movie. How did you do, like, the makeup and all the special effects on a low budget?
It was all practical, old school, you know, like our big monster at the end looks like a Jabba the Hutt kind of thing. It's all makeup effects, no CGI.
If you prefer realism in your horror movies, Paranormal Activity borrows the Blair Witch style of filmmaking to document a couple's midnight hauntings.
Paranormal Activity is basically a story about a couple that thinks that there's something going on in their house. They're not sure what it is. So they set up video surveillance equipment in their house to see what happens at night while they're sleeping. Some people say that, you know, it's the scariest movie they've seen and stuff like that. So I'm not objective, but apparently it works.
Low on budget, big on bizarre. It's another great batch of films from Slamdance. Check them out if you can find them. I'll see you at the next fest.
Was actually shot in 7 days, was unscripted, and they got genuine reactions and fear from the actors.
Pretty awesome. So far, the film actually has yet to sell, but we just actually talked to the director, and he said something's in the works, so we'll keep you guys posted.
All right, AOTS is almost wrapped for the day, and that means we've reached the mandatory epic fail.
Today's failure comes courtesy of the New York sketch group Elephant Larry. First of all, it has some pretty high production values, but they're playing in the very tired genre of fake sitcom.
There's your father now.
It's time for another episode of Frat Boy Dad.
Welcome home, honey.
Hey, dude. Thanks for making dinner, dude. I'll get a collection going.
Cameron, use the tampon. Cameron, use the tampon.
Mom, tell him to stop.
Johnson House rules. Now that I have your attention.
Love you, honey.
Next time on Frat Boy Dad.
Chug, 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 chug.
You know you don't have to roofie me, right?
And the sketch ends with a rape joke. Classy.
2 words, abandoned babies. I mean, we can't exactly throw stones in this glass house.
But we aren't trying to be classy.
Second touche of the day. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, coming up on the next AOTS, Big C continues living every guy's dream as he covers the North American International Auto Show. It's my dream to go to conventions. I love them. Great food.
I'll just stay here.
He'll show us the Ferrari F430 Spider biofuel concept car. It's a mouthful. And the new, excuse me, car salesman, do you have any of those? I already forgot the name.
Rewind and then.
Yeah, can we? Nah, forget it. Plus the new Speed Racer movies, Powerful Mach 5.
That's pretty good.
It may be time to get off that couch and into a gaming chair. We're going to review a few in Gadget Prom.
That's right. And in the loop, the MPAA lied about piracy numbers. And what's next for the Dark Knight film now that Heath Ledger has passed away?
Bummer.
I know, it's very sad.
Bummer.
I'm actually devastated by Heath Ledger's death.
Yeah?
Devastated. I feel horrible for his whole family. Well, I don't know how to end on that.
And on that note, do we have a video of a skateboarder falling down a flight of stairs? Or?
That was Thursday's show. Hope you guys liked it. Friday, got a big show coming up. What is it? The Fate of the Dark Knight.
We'll get to that. But those ATV flips gone wrong. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
crazy.
ATVs are very dangerous.
And they're not like motorcycles, which are the safest mode of transportation. Let me tell you that. I took a course, so I know.
Yeah, well, I would concur that Vespas might be as well. But anyways, fries are coming up next.